Dan Gookin, City Councilman for Coeur d'Alene. I have a website, dangookin.com, and you can read my bio there. And I am a fiscal hawk, never voted for a property tax increase. I don't plan on ever voting because there's always money to cut, and I always look for spending cuts. My big issue is to preserve the character and charm of Coeur d'Alene and protect our older established neighborhoods, and that's my record on council. I also posted a video to my website, dangookin.com, yesterday, which you can actually see Coeur d'Alene City Council in action cutting regulations. These were restrictions that would have been placed on private property owners that we repealed. And I'm pretty proud of that. I think the council did a good thing there, and you can watch that video at dangookin.com. Thank you. Best thing government can do to spur jobs is to get the hell out of the way. Red meat to the crowd. Urban renewal can also be used. I know it's tossed around, and the main reason that comes up is because we compete with other states for those big jobs, and they have tools like urban renewal. So the big companies are looking forward to that. It's probably not going to happen in Coeur d'Alene though, because we're pretty much built out. It's going to happen in Rathdrum. So, yeah, heads up. I've been looking at urban renewal since 2005 in Idaho, along with that gentleman there at the other end of the table. In his basement is where we started looking at LCDC and seeing what they are up to. Urban renewal has been used elsewhere in Idaho to attract jobs. That's true. It can work. It worked that way in Post Falls. Works that way in Twin Falls. Okay. Here, it's money for developers. And yes, it does. Hell yes, it raises your taxes. It affects the levy rate. The levy rate is changed because that property, that growth in that urban renewal district does not go to any taxing entity, the city, NIC, the county, nowhere. One of the other people who was looking into urban renewal with us noticed that LCDC, our urban renewal agency, this is about 3 years ago, had collected over $80 million in public money, and of that, they had given away, no strings attached, $50 million. So yes, I oppose it when it's used that way. So make Coeur d'Alene great again. It's just I guess. The biggest problem we have in Coeur d'Alene is that we have people who work here who can't afford to live here. And if you want to make Coeur d'Alene great again, the best thing we can do is bring in jobs for those people. We can keep the cost of government low, and I have done that by not voting for any property tax increases, and I will continue to look for spending cuts. Another way we can bring in jobs here would be to reconfigure urban renewal from handing bags of money to developers to bringing in the jobs, which they've done elsewhere in Idaho. It does work. And that would be the way I would make Coeur d'Alene great.